Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel Ray, and today we're going to do a WIP in chat, which stands for Work in Progress in Chat. So if you'd like to join me, and we'll talk about the past week, break out whatever diamond painting you would like to work on today, and join me. I am working on Ajisai, which is from Diamond Art Club. And I'm going to pop in a picture right here before we get started so you can see I have finished another row. And I have finished her face. You can see her mouth up there. It is really nice, and I'm enjoying working on this painting quite a bit. And we're just going to finish this section together today and catch you up on some stuff. Last week, let me grab a color real quick. Last week, I talked to you about a lot of things, but I have two really important things to talk about just before we get into like other stuff, diamond painting stuff. Thank you all so much for your interest in the Winter with DAC event that myself and Wolfpack Diamond Painting will be putting on again this year. I think we've had a rough couple of years with everything going on, so it's nice to know that I will be present and able to participate this year the way that I want to as a host. And I would like to invite you. This is definitely still early days, and we have to do an official announcement, of course, and that'll take place probably in October. But in case you want to get ready, we will be doing a little diamond painting event between our two channels, and all you need to do is watch our videos. And if you would like to participate in like possibly getting a prize, a big prize, then just save a canvas to work on with us. It does not need to be a new canvas. It doesn't need to be brand new for the event. You just need to have a good size portion of it to do. I was actually joking with Stephanie and saying that I could probably just work on this painting for Winter with DAC, because I know myself, and I don't think there's any way that I will have this finished by November. So it will be starting November 1st, and it just needs to be a Diamond Art Club. Doesn't matter if it is winter themed or not. We would love it if you would join us, so just keep us in mind. You can obviously work on a painting that you're using for other events as well. We don't ask that you're exclusive to one event. That would be silly. I know that, there's a lot of us in the community that run these little paint with me's and stuff, so yeah, just keep us in mind, and I'll have more details for you soon. I am really teetering on the edge of choosing this diamond painting that I've had in my stash for a long time that I love. It is a very big painting, but it is mostly color blocking. It is called Enchanted Forest by Andreas Roca. Unfortunately, he is no longer with Diamond Art Club, but I love his artwork, and I do want to complete that diamond painting so I can put it on our wall when our renovations are over, and I do have an update for you regarding that as well. The second most important thing that I wanted to tell you and update you on, I was raising funds to take a course that was being held in a local university, and I was going to go for the part-time online option. Unfortunately, I did not hear back from them, and I did email the coordinator for the course, but I did not hear anything back, which is really kind of upsetting, to be honest. But I wanted to, come on here and let you know that I am going to be looking for another course, an online course, to do the thing that I want to do. And if for whatever reason, hello Luna, Luna's here to say hello. If for whatever reason I'm unable to find, the things that meet my personal requirements, I'm going to reapply in the next semester. So never you fear. If you did help me out, thank you so much for checking out my website. And for those of you who made purchases, please do not worry. I will save up that money and keep it for going back to school. I'm blown away by everyone who did check it out. And there are still paintings available if you are interested. So thank you. But yeah, I am a little upset that I never heard anything. I don't know why they wouldn't respond, not even to tell me that I wasn't accepted. So it makes me wonder why. I don't know. I can't tell you. But it is a little upsetting. I'm trying not to think about it too much. But yeah, it's, you know, you got to get used to like putting yourself out there and getting shut down sometimes, right? I don't know, maybe I had the wrong impression that it being an online course for a certificate would mean that it wasn't, you know, maybe as difficult as getting into, say, a bachelor's program or something like that. But I don't know. But I will keep trying because it's important to me and it's something that I really want to do. And of course, I was told about, you know, the free options that are available online. So I might start looking into those just while I'm waiting for, you know, those other opportunities to come. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there. So for those of you who are new here, hello, welcome in. You're probably hearing the bells. I live across the road from a cathedral, so it's noon and the bells are ringing. We just moved to this house in February, and when we moved in, we realized that something was wrong with the heating, and that spiraled. So essentially, when we had the plumber come around to look at these leaking pipes that were popping the floorboards up, they said, oh, you're going to have to redo all of the plumbing to all the radiators in your house, and you're going to have to replace your heating system because the boiler is 30 years old. And we looked at each other and we were like, oh God, this is going to be costly, isn't it? So in the end, after many months of deliberating and thinking things through and talking to a lot of people, thank you for everyone who was listening to us during that time, because it took a lot of convincing, but we decided to go with a company that will do everything. So that you don't have to micromanage people and try to get builders and electricians and all that stuff yourself. This is the color that I had to rip up, and that's why they're all sticking together. Let's see if that's enough. Long story short, the one thing that we've been waiting on the longest is for the energy rating test guy to arrive and to classify our home as like what level of energy does it have. So that means, like, you know, if it's well insulated and it has, you know, triple glazing windows and, you know, it keeps the energy inside the home. You're not like losing any heat in the winter and that kind of stuff. You'd have like an A rating. But we already knew that we had problems because we have, and there's a van backing up. The windows and doors, like the windows themselves were replaced in the 90s. That was 30 years ago. Around the same time, the boiler was redone in the 90s. It's not very efficient. And we have several windows that are leaking air, especially in this room that I'm in right now, and stuff like that. And it just never got done after that, right? So we knew that we would have a bad rating, and I was just joking with my friends here that, you know, it's the first time that I've really wanted to fail a test in my life. So he has not given us the official letter yet, but on his way out, James asked, and the man said it was probably a D or an E, which is great for us, because if it had been a B, say, we would not be able to avail of these grants from the government to have the works done. So the grants will give you discounts on all of the things that are covered under what they call here the SEAI scheme. And that's basically like to help people who, like us, have older homes. This home was built in the 70s. So it's not ancient or anything, but you know, older homes that could benefit from a retrofit, right? So we are very happy right now because we were basically told, yes, your house qualifies. It is it is bad enough that we will help cover the costs of the renovation. Now, it's still going to cost quite a bit of money, but you know, we are at an age where we have time to pay it off. So now is the best time to do it. And that's probably another reason why, you know, the stress of thinking about jobs and going back to school and all this is coming from, because, you know, I know that the next few years is going to be rough. And if, you know, YouTube is my focus, my main focus, my main income, but it's not as reliable as a job. And I'm looking at re-entering the workforce and, you know, doing what's best for my future. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to stop making videos, but I got to be realistic too. I wish I could do this forever. This has been really, really fun, honestly. And I have some really fun new ideas to bring to the channel, and I hope it works out. What color is this? That color doesn't belong here, for sure. I think that's a symbol that's much further down in the painting, so I'll just chuck it away. But how have you been getting on? How was your summer? I hope it went really well. I am actually delighted that fall is here. I'm really happy that we've got crisp mornings again, and we are. It's getting a little chilly. I don't like it when it's cold, but there's something nice about, you know, feeling the change in the weather that I like. I like that a lot. And was that downstairs? I just heard a creaking. Yeah, I'm getting excited for nights in, and I did not change this, but it still sticks really hard to the AB coating. Like, this wax is weeks old. I haven't changed the wax in ages, so I don't know why. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, I am excited. I was actually, before I went to sleep, I was thinking about, you know, now that we are in town, I can decorate the front porch and stuff, and people will see it. And I might actually put out pumpkins this year, and flowers and stuff. Make it look nice. Do you decorate for the seasons outside and inside? I remember when I was growing up, my grandfather used to love decorating the outside of the house. He would get fresh flowers. Every autumn he would go and get bales of hay and put pumpkins on top of them. I thought it was really cute. And I have really fond memories of, like, you know, him raking up the leaves and then me going and jumping in them. Fall is just kind of like a cozy season. I have lots of good memories associated with it. And I'm excited because this year I think I've got all the parts for it except for the head that I have to make. But I'm going to be doing an Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors costume. She's a plant. She's a monster. A plant monster. If you haven't seen the movie, I recommend it. I think it's hilarious. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to get the parts together for that. And now that we're mostly free, we don't have any more, you know, we don't have any more engagements that I know of. Well, aside from the babies. So if you're around, oh yeah, that's the edge. If you were around for the Whip and Chat last week, you would know that I was talking about my best friend and my sister-in-law both being due this week. My bestie gave birth on Monday morning. I'm so excited for her. And baby and mom are doing well. They are still both in hospital at the minute, but, you know, just to make sure that everybody is healthy and everything. But I think this weekend they will be coming back home, so I'm definitely going to go see her. And my sister-in-law has not popped yet. Yesterday was her due date, so we're all kind of just sitting there trying not to stare at her. Being like, come on, baby, come out. We don't know if she's having a boy or a girl, but I have a feeling, but it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. I'm going to love that kid anyway. So very excited to have the babies around and get to meet them. I want to be in baby bliss for a little while. But aside from that, I might use the opportunity to try to find some PVC pipe and maybe start working on the frame of it, because it is the middle of September right now and October will be here so fast. And I hate the feeling of like waiting till the last minute to make a Halloween costume. It happens all the time. And I don't want that to happen this time. I want to be prepared. I want to have tried it on like the week before, you know. So I will keep you updated on my costume progress. It is a little bit, I don't know, racy. I wouldn't say it's a sexy costume, but it's supposed to be funny, right? It's a funny costume. And I just think it'll be really fun to wear. And who knows, I might be in a costume contest, so it would be fun. Just to try it out and see. Because last year I was Merida from Brave, and nobody knew who I was. Nobody but my friends. And I felt really silly with that wig, so I'm gonna do something completely different and hide my face, and we'll see how that goes. else is going on? Luna is doing much better. She got the medicine for her infection, and it cleared up within like a matter of maybe a day or two. It cleared up really, really fast. So she's fine. And she's been so full of energy this week. It's like she's a puppy again. She's so cute. Is there anything? I'm trying to think of other things to tell you all. Like, really, the past week, I've just been focused on, like, sending all of my thoughts and energy to my friend and my sister-in-law, you know? That light is gonna fall over. Please don't fall over. And I haven't had much time for anything else. I did go to a potluck party on Tuesday night, and that was fun. We were invited by a friend of ours to come over. A friend of hers was leaving. Like, he had been visiting and he was leaving, so she was doing a goodbye party. I'd never met him before, but she did invite us, and each of us made something to bring to the party. It was kind of nice. I just wish it hadn't been on a Tuesday, because it made waking up yesterday very, very difficult. And of course, yesterday was September 11th, and just out of respect, I did not want to post. It's kind of painful for me thinking about it. I remember so many different things about that day, and I know that it's one of those days, you know, if you were cognizant, if you know, were aware of what was going on that day, in 2001, I mean, everybody would have experienced it differently, and I don't think that I'm any more special than anyone else, but that was a world-altering day. And you know, I have a lot of feelings about it and what happened afterwards. I don't know if I'm going to get into it here, but I do have hope that something like that won't happen again. That the aftermath of that day won't happen again. And I can just only hope that, you know, society, humanity just learns from what happened. But yeah, it's a hard day, and I didn't want to like bog anybody down, but it's important to me to take a step back on that day. And I won't forget it. I won't forget it. That's for sure. I'm trying to think of other things. Hang on 2 seconds. Let me see. So I just checked the weather forecast, and it looks like, hold on. So, apparently Scotland got snow. That's strange. It's been really mild here, some scattered storms and showers, but overall it's been pretty dry. And it looks like Saturday it's probably gonna rain quite a bit, but tomorrow, Friday, and Sunday look to be really, really nice. So if the weather's nice on Sunday, we might go out to there's a cafe in this area called Ballinskelligs. And it's so nice out there. Our friend does some market stall stuff, and there's a used bookseller, and it's just a really fun atmosphere. Get some coffee or tea, sit outside with a sandwich, just talk and socialize a little bit, but nothing too crazy. Definitely did not get in the ocean this summer. It's just been too chilly for that. And when the weather was nice, we just didn't end up going to the beach. I guess the thing about Ireland is that it doesn't really get that warm, and I think our top temperature, if I'm recalling correctly, our top temperature was maybe like 22 degrees in our area, which is not very warm. So maybe we hit 70 degrees Fahrenheit this summer. But it certainly isn't warm enough for me to feel like I'm gonna go into the ocean. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. We just got so busy with the interns and the house and the dog and everything else that it just didn't happen. But overall, I think it was a pretty good summer. I'm gonna call it a win, because in past years, I mean, it's been last summer, it was absolutely horrible weather-wise. It just rained. It rained all summer. I think we had maybe a week in September. So that stunk. But yeah, I think we were thinking about, are we gonna go away or, go visit someplace next year in like February or something? We might do that. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna feel once we get all the work done. I am hoping with all of my heart that we can get the renovations started in October or November and have them done by January. Like, that would be ideal, because it does get pretty cold in January and February, and if we could have the house at least insulated and a new heat pump, that would be awesome. But yeah, it won't mean much if we don't have the windows replaced, because we'll just lose all the heat, Another thing that I have been doing lately, I've been listening to audiobooks, and I'm not sure if I told you last time, but I've been reading the Dune series by Frank Herbert, and I finished the first book. It's really good. And I think it was easy to follow because I'd seen the movies, and so I was able to kind of like picture characters a little bit to help me follow the story. But I just finished book 2, which is called Dune Messiah. And if you don't know the story about Dune, it's basically about a boy who becomes this figurehead, he's like a monarch, but he's also a god in the eyes of some people. And then, of course, there are other people that believe that he is not who everyone thinks he is, and, this kind of stuff. And yet, in the second book, he really has to grapple with his sense of humanity and how being this very, powerful figurehead has robbed him of his individual freedom. Not that you're supposed to feel sorry for him, but it was very interesting to see these characters and how they interact. I can't really give you more details than that without ruining the story. There was a new element added, which created quite a lot of tension, and I enjoyed reading it. I should say listening. I listened to it on Audible, and I did, at the last 2/3 of the way through the book, I decided I'm gonna go and make sure that I'm understanding what's going on here. So I went back. There's nothing wrong with researching a book that you're reading if you feel like you're missing clues. I did get to a stage where I was like, have I just been like cleaning the house, listening to this book, and not actually understanding what was going on? Yes. Yes, I was listening to this book while doing other things and kind of missing some key points. So I read synopses of the book, and then I finished that book the same day. So then once I had a clear understanding of what was going on, I was like, oh yeah. So I did enjoy it a lot more. Don't make it, you know, if you're stuck and you don't understand something, it's okay to go and like look it up and get the knowledge that you need to enjoy it. I am now very excited to read book 3 because I get what happened. But when I got to that like 2/3 of the way through, and I was like, what is happening? Yeah, I almost wanted to put the book down because I was like, I don't get it. But I just wasn't absorbing everything because I was using the audiobook as a tool to help me get through my day and do all of the hard things that I don't like to do. And I guess I wasn't giving it my full attention. But what I'm really excited about is that I can now start book 2 of the Knights of Eternity series by Rachel Quirk. She is a local to me author, and her dad has a bookshop in our town. And I went to the first book signing, and I read that book in a day. It was fantastic. I really like it. The premise is a young woman goes through a traumatic kind of situation, and she is thrust into another dimension where her consciousness is in the body of a video game villain. It's quite interesting. I actually really like it. It's different. It's not like anything that I've read before. And so I'm really looking forward to reading book 2. That is a physical book, so I will have to break out the old reading time again. It was one of the better things that I did for myself this year was get back into books, because I used to read books all the time. I used to give them a lot of my energy, a lot, you know, I didn't have hobbies like diamond painting back in the day, and I just read a lot. And in April of this year, I decided to give it another shot. It was March or April. I can't remember. It was early spring. And anyway, here we are. I finished like 8 books so far, which, I mean, that's not a pile, but I still do other stuff, you know, with my day. But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. It's really fun. And I'm trying new genres. I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And yeah, just really, really enjoying that. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything that's been going on in the past week. Just bummed that I didn't get accepted. Happy that Luna's fine, and over the moon that Bestie delivered and baby is healthy. Mom and baby are healthy. Just a little, I don't know. I'm looking forward to autumn, like I said, and I'm really looking forward to the Winter with DAC event. Oh, there's another big thing that I totally forgot. Single and Placing. Anthony is doing a series over on his channel. You need to go check it out. Single and Placing is his username on YouTube. I'll make sure that I link the videos below. He's doing a series based on a painting that he purchased. And he asked James and I to join him on his channel for a kind of an in-depth discussion about the artwork, which is a painting called A Question of Reality. And I think it's Christopher Lavelle, and it's unlike anything that he has done that we've seen at Diamond Art Club, which made it really exciting. And it was so fun to be a part of that with him. I was actually just like, wow, this is so cool. I don't have an art degree, James does, but I love discussing art and, you know, trying to think outside the box on things. And I want you to go see his series. I think you would enjoy it, especially if you like my videos. I think you'll really like his. He asked us because we were doing a series before we did the Theory Tuesdays, which may or may not come back. I'm not sure. We're still thinking about it. And we would talk about, you know, cryptids and aliens, and it was all very lighthearted and silly, right? We like to bring a bit of silliness to it and make people laugh. But yeah, that's why Anthony asked us, and I'm so glad he did, because I had a lot of fun doing that, and I think that it would be fun if you went and had a look at the series. I think it is, we are in episode 2 of his series breaking down the painting and working on the painting. So yeah, definitely go over there and check it out, because it is really fun. And yeah, I hope that we can do stuff like that in the future. I did genuinely have a lot of fun, and I felt so chuffed that he asked us to do that. But yeah, I hope that you all are doing well and that you are taking care of yourself. I started taking my vitamins again, so I'm feeling a little bit more human. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remind myself to do these like everyday tasks. It's like I have to tell myself every day to do the thing or I will forget. It is not something that is ingrained in me. I even have to tell myself to drink water. It's annoying. But if you forget things and you need the reminder, please, when you're finished with this video, don't let it autoplay. First, cue up Anthony's video, and then go get yourself some water. Go get some water, take your meds, get something to eat, have a little snackaroony, and I'm going to leave it there for today. We almost finished this. Just a couple more drills here on the side. Actually, do you know what? We'll pop them in. And I'll try to use tweezers. It's so hard to use tweezers. For those of you who are able to use them, fair play. I wish I was that coordinated, but I'm not, and my pen isn't picking anything up. There we go. But yeah, take care of yourself, stay safe. Happy diamond painting. Happy crafting. If you're not diamond painting today, that's okay too. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you very soon again on the channel so that you can see more diamond painting stuff. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking and sharing and doing all the things. I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.